Hey y'all, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sierra. Today we're going to share our tips for how to create an NPC for your D&D game.
NPC stands for non-player character. These are the monsters, townspeople, villains, and quest givers of your world.
NPCs are the supporting cast of your world, while your friends, also referred to as the player characters or PCs, are the stars of the adventure.
There are two kinds of NPCs, quick NPCs and detailed NPCs. A quick NPC consists of three components, a name, an appearance, and a memorable feature.
A quick NPC has no stat block and is often made up on the spot, but they can also be prepared before a session as well. An example of a quick NPC would be Tingle from the Legend of Zelda games. He has a name, Tingle, a recognizable appearance as an old man in a green leotard, and his memorable feature is that he thinks he's a fairy.
These quick NPCs can be recurring like a shopkeeper or a crazy person, but they don't have to be. You could also introduce them once and let them slip away into the NPC afterlife.
A detailed NPC often shows up more than once, is attached to a PC's backstory, or is a villain. These NPCs often take a little more forethought and include 5 to 6 components such as a name, an appearance, a memorable feature, a story, useful knowledge, and, if needed, a stat block. So start off with the makings of a quick NPC and then add more.
The story for a detailed NPC includes aspects like their backstory, personality, ideals, and secrets. These generally pertain to how the character acts towards the PCs and other NPCs in the campaign. Creating an NPC story will help you to understand what this NPC wants and how they are going to get it. Knowing the story helps you roleplay the character and helps your players feel immersed in your world.
You're not writing a book, so this information does not need to be very long. You could just have a few bullet points or a paragraph to keep track of what you need to know.
Additionally, a detailed NPC will have some sort of useful knowledge. This is information that your PCs could find helpful towards the plot they will be following.
Because your detailed NPC will be playing a bigger role in the player's adventure than a quick NPC will, there's a higher chance the detailed NPC will end up in a fight for or against your PCs. In case this happens, it's a good idea to either pick a stat block from the monster manual or to create a stat block of your own beforehand.
A detailed NPC example would be the notorious Obsidian Knight, aka Esmond Tamaron, from our live D&D campaign, The Harbingers.
My character, Nuri Tamaron's husband.
Esmond is a dark elf with unique triangular markings on his cheeks. His story is that he is the right-hand man for the main villain. To him, the villain is just his childhood best friend, rather than a power-hungry dictator. Over the course of the campaign, more of his story is revealed to the players, and in turn, we get to see what he believes through his words and actions.
Esmond also has lots of useful information that our party can use to learn more about the main villain and what he'll do next.
Additionally, Esmond is known for being an exceptionally powerful warrior, so I went ahead and created a stat block specific to his character design. This I cribbed off of the Drow Elite Warrior stat block in the Monster Manual and just modified it to fit Esmond better.
The Dungeon Master's Guide on pages 89 through 96 have several charts you can use to help you make the basics of a detailed NPC.
For making a detailed NPC, you'll want to make sure that you build them prior to the campaign starting, or at least before the session that you'll be playing them in. It's good to have your detailed NPCs prepared.
A quick NPC can sometimes develop into a detailed NPC as your players interact with them or adopt them into their party. Believe us, it happens more often than you think.
Ultimately, creating an NPC can feel very daunting, but it's so rewarding when you see your players having fun with those characters you've created. Plus, it's like you get to put a little bit of yourself into every NPC.
Everything we've talked about today you can find in Chapter 4 of the official D&D Dungeon Master's Guide.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Put in the comments below the D&D questions you want answered.
And we'll see you next time!
Subscribe. Maybe hit the bell icon. Wherever that is. Actually, now that I think about it, the bell icon would be that direction. Go hit the bell icon. Go hit it. Yeah.
And watch The Harbingers so you can see Esmond.
Woot woot. We love our dark drow baby. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't cut that into that. Don't.
I might have to.
You don't.